The unemployment numbers are worth repeating all the time. More than 1 million people are currently unemployed in Australia. The worst affected is in the state of New South Wales, where, yes, they're going to take a more cautious approach than what's happening in other parts of the country, but in many ways they need to hasten up that caution. Because, as you can see, 490,000 people have lost their job in New South Wales since the start of the year. In Victoria, where they're still talking about fears of mobile morgues, that talk is too much. 355,000 people have lost their jobs, 290,000 in Queensland, over 200,000 in Western Australia, South Australia 90,000, the ACT 32,000, Tasmania 26,000 and 21,000 for the Northern Territory. And this is the big worry for Australians. We're not concerned about getting the virus because we know that as it has been all the way through, it most likely will be for the next little while, which is that 97, 98% of all people who have it will have mild cases. It won't be fun, but it's not going to kill them. What could potentially kill people, and certainly financially, is the longer they remain in unemployment or the fear of a job disappearing because we haven't made our way down that hill in the right way. We haven't taken that long and winding road journey well enough. In fact, a concern released today from the Australian National University is that some 28% of households, well, apparently, they thought that the likelihood of losing their job was their main concern in the next 12 months. About 50% of people are concerned that they may lose their job in the coming time. The unemployment graph is also worth looking at here when it comes to job advertisements. For obvious reasons, when you tell people they can't go to work, you're telling bosses they can't employ people, which is why the number of job ads has absolutely disappeared over the past few months. You can see all of the different changes in dates and years, but you can see there that we've gone from about 160,000 jobs being advertised at the start of the year to now barely 50,000 jobs. These are the curves we must deal with. You've heard this all day since it was reported on the front page of The Australian. Well, tonight we will talk to the people who are responsible for the report that is the most frightening that we have got thus far in the coronavirus long and winding road. That people are taking their own lives at a rate far higher and far faster than coronavirus. We'll talk to Professor Ian Hickey from the Brain and Mind Institute as part of Sydney University, where his modelling has shown that world-leading research by the country's top health experts predicts the impact of the virus could result in an extra 1,500 deaths. Now, I know you've heard this a lot, but rather than hearing people talk about it, we will go straight to the source of where all of this is. This isn't about mental health, this is literally about despair. This is about people's right to be able to work, to try to take pride in their work and get back to work as soon as possible.